And as I mentioned too, I'm going to be sharing some other little things that I've learned in the past. Like I mentioned, this kind of gets me back to my roots. And so I've been remembering all these other teachings, a lot of which I never really applied for myself very strongly. And just one example, when you're doing the abdominal breathing, um, for the kidneys, the belly button is a really important point. And then there's an acupuncture point on your lower back opposite of the belly button. It's called in Korean, it's called the Myung Moon. Um, and what my teachers would advise is you envision having a nose on your Myung Moon, which I think it's just kind of cute. And I remember pictures that they had, back in the day when I was starting Qigong, we didn't have all the digital images. So a lot of the drawings in the books, and I just remember these ones with a nose on the lower back, but you'll feel that. And then I've actually, the reason I didn't really practice it in the beginning is I didn't really feel it. I didn't feel that energy. Um, Really, the only time I felt the chi was when, aside from feeling the energy in my palms, was when my teacher would come and put her hand on my middle back, on my lower back. And at that point, I could feel what was depicted in these drawings in the books. And that was the chi flowing in through that point and then kind of spiraling down into the abdomen as I would inhale. And then as I would exhale, it would kind of unravel and come out the Myung Moon. And so what I'll be sharing as we go along is just kind of the steps. I mean, it's going to be good enough for now if you can do 100 breaths in a row and just focus on your abdomen. But what I've found with the Myung Moon and actually feeling that point is that there's kind of a squeeze that happens on the exhale where you really can release stagnation and just stuck energy as you breathe out, and you'll feel that point come alive. But getting back to just how my instructor would kind of send the energy during my classes, that was really profound. And I think if you've done Qigong, you might have had this similar experience where you're live with a teacher. And this is why I want to do live sessions soon in the future too. And they'll send energy to you in the class, either in your palms or your back or your crown chakra. And so she would apply that energy, and then she would get up and I'd hear her walking around to other students. But then I'd still feel this mechanism that was activated of this chi and energy, and it would just maybe stay there for 5 minutes or so. And that was just one of the biggest motivators for me to continue the practice, was feeling this energy and really wanting to be able to experience it on my own, independent from, and someone else sending the energy. I wanted to develop that myself. And so that's just really starting to develop for me now with the lower Dantian and feeling the chi there and feeling the Myung Moon. So I'll give you more instruction on those steps as we go along.